I think we also now have Nancy Chen, so I want to bring in Nancy. She is in Waukesha, Wisconsin, covering the story for us. So, Nancy.
I do. Good morning to you. Good to be with you. We are here right along the parade. You can see behind me there is crime scene. This is crime scene. This is Main Street. This is where families came together for their annual holiday parade. Many not on guard. You had members of local dance cheer groups out here, and we understand that this all happened around 4:30 local time during this parade. Witnesses say this red SUV barreled through police barricades, did not hesitate before slamming into people along the route. Graphic video shows the car running into members of a band without stopping at all before continuing on down Main Street, continuing to hit people. An officer who was there fired shots in an attempt to stop this driver, but it did not. We understand, though, that there were no bystanders hit by those shots. This morning, we also understand at least we understand that 5 people are dead and at least 40 are injured.
So, Nancy, you also had an opportunity to speak to a witness a short time ago. He was at the parade with his daughters. Let me play some of that sound.
When I was walking past, I told my girls just to close their eyes and look the other way because I don't want them to see that. And then when I turned the corner, people were leaning against the building, crying hysterically because they probably saw things that I didn't. And I can't even comprehend the images that they have to live with, especially these children that saw this, children that were a part of this. I mean, being a father, I can't even comprehend it.
It just sounds like he's still processing, Nancy. What more did Matt Rude tell you?
Vlad, he said he hasn't slept at all since all of this happened, that it's really essentially been a nonstop day for him as he continues to relive the moments that happened at this parade. He was there with his 2 young daughters. They were there getting candy, cheering on the people that were there. Instead, this all happened. He said simultaneously it felt like it was happening so fast, and yet time was also slowing down as he tried to ferry his children to safety. His 2 young girls, he said he swept them up and immediately just tried to get them out of this area, but he saw people in the street after this car hit them.
And what do we know about the victims from that shot that was taken, the video that was taken from, it looks like a balcony. It sort of looked like this vehicle is going straight into at least an organized group or a band, people participating in the parade. Can you give us any more information about the victims?
At this point, we are waiting for an update from law enforcement, but we do understand that one of the groups marching in the parade has confirmed this morning that they do have members among the dead. The Milwaukee Dancing Grannies is a dance group that's been entertaining crowds along parade routes and at other events for nearly 4 decades, with the only requirement that you had to be a grandmother. In a Facebook post, they said those who died were extremely passionate grannies, that their eyes gleamed with the joy of being a granny, and that they were the glue, they say, that held them together. I'm going to send it back to you.
Yeah, that is absolutely heartbreaking, Nancy. And before we let you go, what do we know about this person of interest in the case? Is there a reason the police haven't filed charges yet?
We're waiting to hear from law enforcement in a briefing that is expected this afternoon, but a law enforcement official is telling, familiar with the initial findings of the investigation, is telling CBS News that the suspect was fleeing another crime scene, possibly a knife fight, when the driver plowed into this parade. And we do expect to learn more this afternoon.
All right, Nancy, thank you very much.